Today's daily LeetCode problem today is average waiting time, number 1701. For this problem, there is a restaurant with a single chef, and we're given an array of customers, where customers of I is equal to arrival and time. Arrival is the arrival time of the ith customer, and time is the time needed to prepare the order of the ith customer. So when a customer arrives, the chef takes his order as soon as he arrives. However, the chef does not start preparing his order until he is idle, which means that the chef must finish preparing the order from a previous customer if it overlaps with the arrival time of the next customer. He cannot prepare two customers' orders at the same time. We want to return the average waiting time of all the customers as the chef prepares their orders. So for this problem, two main things we want to track are the current time and the waiting time. However, these are going to add up, so we can store these as a double to prevent overflow. So double current is going to be equal to the current time, and double total is going to be equal to the total time elapsed. Now we're going to go through and traverse the customer's array. So because it's a 2D array, we're going to use an integer array customer for each of the customers. In each of these array, there's going to be of 0 and of 1. Of 0 is going to equal to arrival, and of 1 is going to be equal to time. So let's initialize arrival. Int arrival is going to be equal to customer of 0, and int order is going to be equal to customer of 1. So arrival is when the customer arrives, and order is the time it takes to process and complete that order. So in the for loop, if our current time is less than the arrival time of the customer, then we can update our current time to the new arrival time, because that means we can automatically start preparing this person's order as long as we're not currently doing any other orders, as the current time is not caught up to the next customer's order time. Then we want to add our current time plus equals the order. That's how long it's going to take for us to complete the order, from time current to time order. Then we can initialize another double called waiting time. This is going to be how long it takes for the customer since they ordered until they receive their order. So waiting is going to be equal to the current time minus the arrival time. So let's say we want to, so if the current time is less than the arrival time, we can automatically set current to arrival and then add the order time. Then we could do current minus arrival to find their total waiting time. However, if current is not less than arrival, that means we are still finishing another person's order. And then when we finish, we add current to order, we're adding on to where the last person's order finished. So for this, for example, we have 1, 2. So the first customer order is done at time 3, but the next customer orders at time 2. So we're going to have to add 1 on top of their time because we don't start preparing the order until 3. So 8 minus 2 is 6. We're getting 8 because we're adding time 3 plus it takes 5 seconds to prepare their order. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and we're subtracting 2 because the customer arrives at time 2. So he wasn't waiting for that time. So 8 minus 2 is 6. So that would be 8 minus 2 is 6. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add that to our total waiting time. So total is going to be plus equal waiting, because we're adding all of the waiting times to total, and then we're going to divide it by the total number of customers. So we're simply going to return total divided by customers.length. So if we run this, it passes our test cases, and if we submit it, it passes all of our solutions. So let's try this in Python. So to solve this problem in Python, it's basically the same thing. we're going to initialize current is equal to 0, total is equal to 0, for arrival time for arrival order in customers. So we initialize that arrival is the first list and order is the second part. We're going to do if current is less than arrival, current is equal to arrival. Otherwise, current plus equals order, and we'll initialize a new variable, waiting, to be equal to the current minus arrival, and then total will be equal to, will plus equal waiting. Then we can simply return total divided by the length of customers. And let's run this. Passes our test cases, and if we submit it, so this passes all solutions. Thank you, and follow for more daily LeetCode solutions.